Okay, so difference between calculated column and measure. This is what I've explained you. I've told you in the previous slide that we have two ways of writing the DEX functions. One is calculated column and one is measure. And as I mentioned earlier to you, although we didn't see how to practically use it, how they looks like, but try to visualize it. A calculated column is a physical column that you create as a part of the model based on a calculation by taking the support of the other existing columns. On the other hand, measure is just a calculation. 2 into 2, that's a measure, right? That's a calculation that we are performing that won't consume any memory in the model because it won't reside anywhere. Okay, you just drag and drop that calculation, that measure into the visualization, then only it will show you some values. Otherwise it won't exist anywhere. That is a major difference. Okay, now so that is one thing, that is the difference between calculated column. So you can see calculated column is basically creating a new column. On the other hand, measure is creating a new calculated value, that is just one value, although it entertain the filter context which is mentioned in the next one. So I'll talk about that also practically, that what is a filter context and what is a row context. But generally speaking, filter context is something which has been been filtered by what is there into the visualization. Like visually, if you understand, if I drop the order quantity into a visualization, it will show me the total order quantity. But the moment I drop the product name along with it, it will simply show the order quantity for each product. So that's a filter flow, that is a filter context which has been applied, if you see, because the order quantity has been filtered by those products. That is the filter context. On the other hand, what is the row context? It will be performing calculation for each row. That is a row context. So if you say you have the order quantity column with you, you have the price column with you, and you need to calculate the revenue. So for each row you need to perform the calculation. So then you will be getting the revenue column. So for that you will be creating a calculated column, and that actually a row context. I believe that is clear to you. Now calculated column can be visible in the data view also and in the report view also, but measure is visible only in the report view. You can't see that physically except the report view. And then definitely, because calculated column is a part of the model, it exists in the model, so it takes some space. So that is the reason the size of the file increases if you create the calculated columns. That is why it is not much recommended. You need to create the calculated columns only when you think it is required. Otherwise, we should avoid them. On the other hand, measures you can free to create as many as you want. It won't increase the file size also. So that is one of the best practice. Okay, and there are many situations you will see later on into the videos that in place of creating the columns, we could have created the measure also, and we will be doing that also. Okay, there are many examples I have with me, many videos, so which are coming up. So I believe these are the major differences you have understood. I hope you're going to enjoy the entire DEX model. Thank you so much.